big shout out to 1010 for providing us with this opportunity to introduce ourselves a little bit more and give you guys a little insight.
A lot more to come with us.
Cool.
Hey, my name is Marion Holt with 7216 Sports Recruiting.
My name is Brock Brockmeyer with 7216 Sports Recruiting.
Okay, cool. So who is 7216 Sports Recruiting?
Go ahead.
We are a local Kansas City-based recruiting company whose sole purpose is helping high school athletes receive scholarships to get into college. Why the number 7216? I'm number 72. That was my number in college.
Left tackle.
He was number 16, quarterback. Okay. And our whole thing, our slogan is, your legacy starts here. Get your number. My number was 72. His number was 16. Let's help you guys get your number.
Like when you retire, they never retire names. They retire jersey numbers. So
right.
Good concept. Yeah. Good concept. That take all day to come up with that.
It was actually our first one.
That's the first one?
We were like, no, that's cheesy. We're not going to do that. And then, 10 or 15 names later, we're like, yeah, let's go back to the original purpose.
Because it's ours.
Because it does stand out. Like,
yeah, right. It's a conversation starter for sure.
Yeah, it's an address too. Like, going to be 7216.
Right.
All right. So why did you start the 7216 Sports Recruiting, and why did y'all get into the business?
We really wanted to make something affordable for everybody in the city. Being both from Kansas City, it's very prideful for us to help kids in similar situations that we found ourselves being juniors and seniors coming out of high school. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of companies that do what we do, but we wanted to be more affordable and more reliable for just Kansas City athletes, not worried about the national picture.
Yeah.
And another reason, we got into the recruitment business because, make a long story short, we used to have an athlete who transferred out of the school that we used to teach at, and he was a great athlete, great defensive lineman. He didn't get recruited. We saw him one day bagging groceries, didn't go to college or anything like that. And as a result, we just decided that we need to do something to help these athletes in this Kansas City area.
So kind of like the guys that slipped through the cracks. You guys,
right?
Yeah. Right. There's so many good athletes here.
Yeah.
We're trying to fill those holes in those cracks and just make sure that those kids don't get overlooked, kind of like how we were to an extent.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm pretty sure like so far, you guys caught a couple guys that slipped through the cracks and.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, guys that we can see a lot of ourselves in. Mm-hmm. Don't have no idea how the recruitment process works. Have no relationship with any coaches or anything like that, and we've been able to get our hands on them, and we've been fortunate in the aspect of them receiving some form of scholarships.
So where are you guys located?
We're mobile. We wanted it to be the most convenient experience for our families and our athletes. So instead of having them drive to us, we come do in-home visits for our meetings. It's real personal. We didn't want it to be a thing where they had to drive 30 minutes. So we just come to them. It's very easy.
And I guess you could say the heart of our operations is in the greater Kansas City area.
Yeah.
We're not just in the Kansas City, we're not just in Belton or Grandview or anything like that. We travel all over. We try to make ourselves accessible, like Coach said.
Now you can't beat that. So like everything's going into like mobile now. Right. It's going directly to the house. So now you got recruiting coming directly home.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So like I can call a pizza and I can get recruited.
Right. Or tell us, we'll swing by and get it, bro. Bring it to the meeting.
No guarantee.
All 8 slices might not be there.
That's cool. So when did you guys start the 7216 Sports Recruiting?
We launched in January 17.
Okay.
So we're about 19, 20 months into this. And our 17 class was 11 kids. Mm-hmm. Our 18 class is about 30 kids. And we have 19s and 20s also. Mm-hmm. We're growing every day. And it's just how we've been received in Kansas City is it's kind of mind blowing for us. We knew it was a need, but we didn't know how fast it was going to grow to what it from January to now. It's just it's a blessing, but it's just kind of crazy.
Well, it's also crazy you guys sophomores in college, man.
Right. Yeah. And that's one of the coolest things about our company is we stay with our kids until they graduate with a bachelor's degree, no matter how long it takes. If they need to transfer from either a JUCO or a 4-year, we're with them because there's a lot of hoops to jump through after the letter of intent is signed. And it's not like once they graduate, it's, hey, good luck. It's no, you're part of our family. That's what we call it. We call it our family. And it is, because we build those relationships with not only the athletes, but with the parents or whoever they live with. But it's so cool. It is really neat to build the relationships for that long.
Man, helping the community is
that's the biggest thing, helping them out, man.
Yeah, that's great.
That one was kind of, my personal, because I'm a big weight room guy. And a lot of our kids, I coach football, and a lot of our kids, for lack of a better phrase, skip our summer workouts, and they want to be like the next Saquon Barkley's or the Bradley Chubbs and all those guys that get drafted, and they don't understand, like, guys like Saquon coming out of high school, they could squat 400 pounds. They could bench at least 300 pounds. They could power clean at least 250 plus pounds.
You had to be in the gym.
You had to be in the gym. And that's kind of one of the things I always stress to our kids is, like, how are your weight room numbers looking? Are you making all your summer workouts? Because that's a big thing nowadays.
Just attendance. Just show up.
Just show up.
Yeah.
That's half the battle.
So, I know you deal with a lot of schools, so did a lot of these schools already have the programs built in? Like the summer weight hours you have to get in?
Are you talking about the high schools?
The high schools.
Oh, yeah. In today's...
But the kids are not just showing up.
They're just not showing up. And I was saying, I coach at Van Horn, so I know what... I can kind of speak for our school. At least we have kids that we're counting on that, decide to take a couple of days off or so. And, I'm sure it's not just a Van Horn thing.
Right.
It's a lot of schools.
It's an every school thing. But ones that are walking around with state championship rings, I guarantee their weight room and summer numbers are higher than the ones that are not.
Right. So, what type of athletes do you look to work with?
First thing we look for, obviously, is grades. We always ask about GPA, ACT. That's a good indication of what type of kid they are. But every kid can't be a scholar athlete or, a scholar in the classroom. So, there's different ways to look at it. After you get past the grades, if you ask around or if you talk to the parents or just get in the field talking for the kid, really, you can figure out what type of kid they are, how they respond on Instagram or through social media. If they're like willing to talk to you, most likely a pretty good kid. Some kids they just shut you down before you even get a conversation started, or they try to tell you about all their accolades, before you even ask about it. And it's just kind of like, well.
And that's really a big thing for us because we're both teachers,
right?
So we try to take the grades first approach to the recruitment process.
Right.
One thing I always tell kids is, playing your sport, it's easy because you enjoy it. You enjoy playing football, you enjoy being in the gym playing basketball, but not too many people like sitting in an hour and a half long Algebra 2 class, learning about quadratic equations, things of that nature, Except for me, maybe I'm a math teacher, so I was born a little weird. But
yeah, that's true. And we always tell kids, like, you get letters all day. Like, everyone gets letters, But it doesn't matter if you can't get accepted into the school. You can't play for that university or college. So at the end of the day, what's it matter if you don't have the grades to go with it?
Right. I hear you touched on social media before. How important is a person to have that have their activity on social media kind of tailored?
Oh, man, how much time do you have? Right. One of the things we like to do is, we kind of do what the colleges do. Colleges have guys that are hired to look at social medias.
That's all they do.
That's all they do. That's their job, And we try to make sure the kids, show that they love their sport, posting something about playing the game or, highlights or things of that nature.
So I can't have an Instagram account. I play football, but I'm just showing all parties on my Instagram account.
I wouldn't.
Shows that's all that's important to you. Not saying there's anything wrong with partying,
right?
But it shows that what's the most important thing to you. Is it waking up 5 a.m. to go work out and go practice, or is it staying up till 3 a.m. partying instead of recovering for the next practice?
So I can have a party account and a athletic account.
You mean a burner account?
They're gonna find you. They're gonna find you.
I know some professional athletes that get in trouble with that, so I wouldn't.
These coaches are giving I mean, they're giving you free education, which is worth thousands of dollars. So obviously, they're not just recruiting the athlete anymore. They're recruiting the entire person. On the field or court or whatever it is, whatever sport you play. But they also want to know who you are when you're by yourself, or when you're with your friends, or when you're in school or whatever it is. So it's a whole package. When coaches come to recruit, they talk to teachers, they talk to your friends, and then they talk to the librarian. Like they get a sense of who you really are.
So my best bet is to be careful on
Yes.
social.
Yes.
Cool. So, how many scholarship dollars have athletes been rewarded by dealing with 7216?
We're very proud of this. We just went over $2 million in the past week. Yeah, since 2017 till now, our athletes have been awarded over $2 million. Not to say that they haven't taken all those scholarships, but combined offers is worth over $2 million.
That's great. That's what. Why should you use a college recruiter such as you guys? I mean, for sports recruiting. If a college coach is already recruiting, why do I need to use you guys?
Right.
Okay, so take us for example. We're in Kansas City, right? I went to Virginia Union University, all right, 17 hours away. College coach never heard who I was, didn't even know where Grandview High School was, right? So what happened was I played left tackle, my teammate played right tackle. He sent his film to Virginia Union, and the coach saw me on his film. Right.
So you took a scholarship.
And he took a scholarship. And I say all that to say is that a lot of colleges out there, they don't really have the budget to come to a Kansas City area. Right. We've been fortunate enough to develop and compile all the contact information of the colleges everywhere in the nation, from Division I to junior college, and we're able to reach out to them. Colleges have their recruiters that they send to their regions, so to speak. If you're East Coast, Norfolk State is probably only going to send guys down from New York to Florida. Right. But they ain't coming out west, and they're not coming out to the Midwest. Right. So, those college recruiters that work for the college, they only go so far.
Gotcha.
We expand those horizons where little guys like us in the Midwest, they think we're just country hit guys, get a chance to say, oh, they got some ball players out here in the Midwest,
So we take your film and you're in front of thousands of coaches within minutes because of the internet. Coaches don't have to leave their office to recruit you.
Right, especially with their recruiting dollars
shaking up right Exactly. Right. And it's just one of those things that you can't be recruited, plain and simple, if they don't know who you are.
Gotcha. So what happened to your right tackle, man?
I don't know, man. You know what? It's funny because he went to Ray South, and I don't know how many people know about that '08 Raytown South team that went to the state championship and lost on a Hail Mary pass from a school from St. Louis. But I'm not gonna bring that up. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him, man. I'm not gonna say his name, but I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's doing well. To be honest with you.
We talked about touched on grades a little bit, but how does the ACT and the SAT affect your recruitment?
It's
kind of sets the table for you for where you can go, honestly.
Because if you don't have an ACT or an SAT on file, colleges really can't do anything with that at the time. Right. And we have a lot of counselors in the high schools tell kids that wait till the spring of your senior year to take your ACT
because you don't have the content knowledge to take it. But it's kind of.
But when should you take it? You shouldn't wait till your senior year.
No, absolutely not. I mean, heading into your junior year, right now, if you're an upcoming junior, you should be scheduling to take it right now.
So it's the summer of your sophomore. Right. You should be taking it.
Right. And just to see where you are. You don't have. I mean, you can take it as many times as you want. So why not figure out where you are and where you need to go and what you need to study on to get the best score possible. Right. Because the higher the score, the more dollars.
Now, isn't it, say I take it in, I guess in my math or reading comprehension, I get a high grade this time, but a low grade in math, right? Mm-hmm. And then I take it again, I get a higher grade in math. Can I keep my reading score from last time? Yes. And okay.
Yeah, the highest score in each category you can take and make a super score. And that's your super composite score.
So sophomore year going into your junior year, you should have take your ACT or SAT.
Yeah, and we tell kids if your school offers ACT prep, definitely get into ACT prep. It's only going to teach you how to take the test because it's a tricky test. Not necessarily the content, but just how to take it. So, I mean, do that. If you have to do it outside of school, it's worth it because the higher the score, the more dollars you're going to get.
Now, that's also combined with your GPA, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. On our website, 7216sportsrecruiting.com, we have a little bit of a breakdown of what something like that would look like. You know, if you have a 20, 22 on your ACT combined with a 3.5 GPA, you can get X number of dollars as a true freshman coming in, and that's academic dollars, not athletic dollars.
Right.
So the more academic dollars you get, that makes you more marketable to college coaches because they don't have to spend all of their athletic money on you. If they can get 60% academic and 40% athletic, that makes a huge difference.
Let's break it down because most kids don't understand this. A lot of kids are not on full athletic scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
It's so you present your ACT and your GPA and your class rank to these universities. They take that and they say, okay, we can give you this much money based on those scores, and then that's yours. Let's say $10,000, and then the coach sees that and say, okay, I can give you this much money to add on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's your package to go to that school.
Oh.
So most of the time, kids are not on full rides.
Okay. That makes sense. I know when I was at school, I would always stay hungry, which I'm segueing to food right now.
Right.
What are some of the favorite places for you guys to eat? In the city? Or
For me, I love Mexican food, so my favorite, I'll eat it anywhere, but my favorite is Ponex on the Boulevard.
Okay, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
My favorite actually just came to Kansas City not too long ago because it was in Virginia. Qdoba's. That's kind of So I figured you might know that one.
One time we tried to do the Monster Pizza Challenge at Minsky's one time.
Oh man!
And we completely failed.
On a school night.
Yeah, we thought we were we went and worked out before.
What is the challenge? What is this challenge?
It's like this, I don't even know the inches of it. It's like
it's
a
about,
1,000,000-inch pizza like this.
I would give it about an 8-inch, maybe not 8 inch.
8?
No, I said it's about this big. Literally,
I'd say like 30 inches.
Yeah, 30 inches and about 4 pounds.
And it's cut into squares, like it's not
meat,
cut like slices.
Cheese and vegetables.
You got a time limit on it?
30, no, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour.
We started off great.
Respectable. Yeah, we were like 15 pieces left, and we have a picture of my I'm getting ready to throw up. Like it was not fun. It was fun doing it, but
like complete tap out. How'd you feel the next day?
Terrible.
Awful. I
almost had to call in.
I said it was the dumbest thing to do on a school night. No less.
Haven't had it since.
No, I haven't had it. No.
Ruined
Nightmares.
First one time only. That's the only time I've ever had it.
Nightmares.
I gotta give y'all a place since y'all like Mexican food. T.O. Cali.
Okay.
I know it's over there by Truman Medical Center.
All right.
I'll give you the address when you get out of here.
Yeah, I'm always looking to try new ones.
Nice. All right. What are you guys the most grateful for?
I would say the opportunity to work with young people, to be able to impact them in a positive light. So many times young people are written off because they don't know any better, or they make some poor life choices. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be blessed with the patience to work with the young people, and as a recruiter and as a teacher, and to work with the young people and their families.
Yep. Just to be able to shed the light on Kansas City for such, to show the athletes that we have here. It's truly, it's just fun. It's our passion. We didn't know growing up this was going to be our passion, to do this. So it's neat to find that passion, and the way we've built the relationships with the families is just a really cool thing.
Cool. So what motivates you to work hard?
For me, it's you set these meetings with these families, and they trust you. They trust you to go out and do the best job possible for their kid, their athlete. So to build that trust, and for them to put so much confidence in us, we have to get up and grind every day because it's just me and him in the company. So if we don't do it, nothing gets done.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the kids sitting there on graduation day with nowhere to go, or on signing day with no paper to sign, and then they're looking at us, and we drop the ball on that, and that affects that kid for the rest of his life. Right. So, just the trust and the love from the families keeps us going every day.
Couldn't have said it. What my thing is in the same tilt as that. Just doing the best job for our kids and for our families, and being the best. We're athletes, so we want to be the best, and whenever we do something, we want to be quality and top level things, and we want to be able to provide that for the kids and their families. So
cool. So y'all made it through 10 questions with 10 by 10 sports. How do people get in contact with you?
Number of ways.
Yeah.
Number of ways. You can check out our website, 7216sportsrecruiting.com. Or if you want to get in contact with us directly, you can always check out our Instagram page at 7216SR. Once again, it's at 7216SR. Check us out, see everything that we've done. And our numbers, our contact info is all on that. So
there's a link in the bio for a questionnaire. If you fill that out, they'll shoot it to us, and then one of us will contact you, within a day or so. And
also on the Instagram site, you see who has offered and everything. It's a good site to check out.
Yeah, everyone, where they go to visit. Like we just had a kicker, Ethan Robinson from Center. He just left Florida. He was down there for a kicking camp. Kid Isaiah Wright from Shining Mission East just got an offer. He's making his way through all the JUCOs in Kansas. Now he's working his way through the Iowa one. So, I mean, they're all on there. I mean, even like our 2019 kids, we have over 10 offers from just our 19 class, and they're coming in every day. So it's really cool. So go check out the Instagram for sure.
Yeah, what a film.
At 7216SR.
I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. Y'all can come back anytime if y'all got some updates or anything.
No doubt. Thank you for having us, for
Absolutely.
sure.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'll bring the pizza next time.
Right.
Cool. Not happy, no. All right, signing off.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.